Hello everybody, my name is Toste Tanhua. I will present to you a paper on ocean fare data services that we published in 2019, just ahead of the Ocean Ops 19 conference. In this paper, me and all my co-authors formulated 8 current issues of ocean fare data services and suggested solutions for those. In this presentation, we will give you an update on progress since 2019. One issue is the large diversity of ocean data that makes it difficult to find, understand and use this data in an optimal way. To solve that issue, we need a high degree of interoperability and better metadata and better search for metadata and non-standard data. And we need to leverage research infrastructure and give essential ocean variables priority in doing so. And international cooperation is, of course, key. And since 2019, we have improved understanding of data management structures and convergence to common protocols. The ENRIFAIR Essential Ocean Variable UV demonstrator is one example of progress that this project is building a brokering level on top of European marine research infrastructure data. So we have a multitude of disparate data management infrastructure in ocean science, which can lead to delayed and duplicated data recipes, versioning issues, missing data and metadata, undocumented data and procedures. So we suggested to use the existing system as building blocks for an interoperable framework of data management system. And since 2019, we have seen a wider adoption of ERDAP that is facilitating better and easy data access. We have seen steps toward better description of data provenance. We have seen OBIS data management structure being the standard for biodiversity. As you heard from Kevin O'Brien, Goose Ocean Coordination Group has developed data flow maps. And we have seen a couple of projects working on the challenge of time series. These days we have autonomous platforms in the ocean that in 1 year can acquire as much data that was previously acquired in the whole past century. So obviously we need fair data management system that grow with increasing volume of data, and we need delivery and services that will change with the development of big data and machine learning techniques. And since 2019, we have seen the increase in volume of open interconnected data. We see development of virtual research environments. And we see the emergence of digital twins, supported for instance by G7 and the EU. So we see also novel sensors, which is great, but sometimes we see then new data formats. So there's a need to map existing data standards and conventions or to create new ones. So the solution here is to create more complete metadata that are captured early in the data lifecycle, leveraging tools for FAIR and working closely with the manufacturers of sensors to provide the metadata directly. And since 2019, we have a more robust ocean best practices system that are cataloging and documenting new processes. Several groups are working with manufacturers directly to harmonize data formats. The implementation of widely used standards and formats is complicated and can be beyond the capabilities of many scientific communities. So in IT solutions that meets the needs of particular scientific communities, while at the same time facilitating universal interoperability are needed. And there are open source tools and services and commercial services available for this. And since 2019, the adaptation of ERDAP is overcoming that data format problem. We have linked open data standards that are being implemented by several units, and the adaptation of core trust seal accreditation by data centers are actively encouraging engagement with user communities. The gap between data providers and end users can cause a lot of problems. We need to remove those barriers and barriers from owning data to sharing data. So modern data management are needed to advance towards interoperability. We need better and enhanced community standards for data and metadata, communication protocols, etc. The monitoring and quality control is needed with communication between the providers and the data manager. And we need to implement modern information and communication technologies. And since 2019, these issues are more widely acknowledged and addressed generally. The adoption of ERDAP services are helping to bridge that data gap. And application of DUIs to standards to data has become standard. And linked open data standards are being actively implemented by several units. But the development and adoption of common standards for data, metadata, and protocols takes time, coordination, and careful testing. So these efforts should be organized, properly funded to meet the needs of the community in a reasonable time frame. And since 2019, we have seen EOSC in Europe that support such activities. We have seen development of fair implementation as first steps to harmonizing fair approaches within different scientific communities. And we've seen a move to open source softwares that are enabling sharing. The best practice data management system is often undefined or left to the decision of the data curator and publisher, even though there are community standards. So poorly documented data can be considered lost. So we need to identify efficient and systematic strategy for processing this data. And we need properly funding for updating standards and best practices, as well as quality assurance and quality control procedures. And since 2019, the Ocean Best Practices System has become the primary repository for best practices. And for instance, EU-funded projects now have data management plans that are being updated along the project. And many groups are now documenting best practices using the Ocean Best Practices System. Thank you.